At a estate sale, there would be like gadgets. No, I don't know.
Someone selling an estate.
An estate sale is a sale of a large house that costs a lot of money.
Always look at estate sales. Estate sales are fun. Good idea. Public auctions. Now be careful with public auctions because they get you excited and you'll pay too much. And you got to know what stuff's worth. When we first started our business years ago, I was looking for a copier to get our business started with, a little cheap copier of some kind. So I went down to the office supply store and I went to the copier company and I looked at all the different copiers and I knew what copiers were costing. Different brands, I had it down because I had been shopping, you know what I'm saying? Then I went to a big auction, big office supply place went broke, bankruptcy auction, and they were auctioning them off. And there's a whole lot of copiers down through there. And the auctioneer's going down through there and he's got a power cord and he's plugging them in. They'd come to life and people would bid. And they were bidding. Some of them were going higher than you could buy them retail for. People were just excited. And they're going down through there, and they're going down through there, and they're going down through there. And he comes to the one I really kind of wanted because it had the feeder thing on top. It would, expand, contract, bigger, shrink, and do all this stuff, and all the little bells and whistles, And I guess the plug didn't go in good because it didn't come on. And auctioneers sometimes, they're all in the excitement too. And before he realized it, he said something stupid. He goes, "Oh, well, here's one. This will make a good boat anchor." And these copiers have been going for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 down through here. This is a copier that I had looked at as $4,100 if I bought it used and reconditioned from the local copier place. $4,100. So I said $50 for the boat anchor. And you're kind of standing around like this is a copier. There's a group of people standing around right here like this. And this guy across from me starts bidding, and we're bidding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, he bids $200. And I don't know what got into me. I just had one of those moments. I said, "Have you got a boat?" Fool quit bidding. I bid $225 and bought it, and I plugged it in and it worked perfect for a $4,000 copier. But you got to know what you're bidding on. And for $225, I took a risk, didn't I? I could have thrown $225 away. By the way, I was telling a gang just a little while ago, we were talking about car stories. I bought a car at an auction one time for $100, and it cost me $75 to have it hauled off. So this doesn't always work out, does it? But that kind of was offset by the copier deal, so I'm still ahead. So have some fun with this process. Get on the mailing list of some of the auctions. Visit their website, some of the auction houses, and watch what they're doing. Now, don't buy a bunch of junk you don't need. That's not the point. But if you're in the market for a leather couch, become an expert on leather couches and then go bid on one and get you a deal. Couponing. The last year we tracked it, and we track it pretty regularly around our house because it's kind of a game. Sharon is the coupon queen. The last year we tracked it was a couple of years back, and she saved with coupons on things we were going to buy anyway. Hear that part? Things we were going to buy anyway, $700 in a year. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Coupons and free stuff for signing up on the internet can often be just a way to suck you into a mailing list situation, and then you're going to add to your spam level coming into your household. So it can be a good deal, but it's like any other thing. If you're going to give up your information, your personal information, your email address, that kind of thing, what is it you're getting? Is it something of real value? I've signed up for a few things. I like getting certain newsletters and updates from some companies. Others just drive me bananas.
Garage sales, we all know about that one. You can get stuff at garage sales. You can get deals at garage sales. You can buy a car on a repo lot, can't you? I bought a car one time, $17,000 was the private sale appraisal on the car, meaning if you went online and looked it up, it'd be a $17,000 car. Retail, probably a little more than that, but that's really about what the car was worth. And it wouldn't start. Again, same kind of a thing like the copier. So I took a chance. I bid up to $11,000 on that car. I bought it for $11,000, $6,000 under what the car was worth. The only thing wrong with it was that $6,000 battery was bad. Now, I wouldn't have picked a brown car. If you got a brown car, I'm not mad at you, but if I'd gone and selected and ordered a car, I might not have ordered a brown car. But for $6,000, I drove that thing a long time. It was a nice car. A $17,000 car for $11,000. You can drive that for a couple of years before it depreciates down to what you paid for it even. That's a good idea. Flea markets. Can you get a good deal at a flea market? Absolutely. You know that, don't you? Refunding. My wife also does that. That kind of goes with the couponing thing. Don't forget to keep those receipts and do the refunding. A lot of those little nickels add up to be dollars if you watch what you're doing. Foreclosures. Be careful with foreclosures. There's all these characters out there selling how to get rich in foreclosure real estate. It's a good way to go broke is what it is. Be very, very careful. And I strongly recommend that you do not buy a foreclosure at the foreclosure sale until you really have been doing many, many deals and know what you're doing. But can you buy a home from a seller who's motivated because they're about to lose it? You bet you can. You can get great deals that way. And it's a way to look. Now, you may not be exactly the house you were thinking about, but if it's $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 difference, then we can probably work through this.
You can buy anything at a pawn shop, from calculators to watches and jewelry.
At a pawn shop, you could buy used things from people that they want to get rid of expensive stuff.
I believe you could buy used things, I guess. Probably a discounted price. Still maybe good, but a little aged. Good deals.
Pawn shops. Everything in a pawn shop is stolen. Oh, you watch too much TV. In the real world, they check every item with the police department. Pawn shops are highly regulated, but it's a great place to buy things. I buy a lot of stuff at pawn shops. You people that are gamers and want to do your electronic games and all this kind of stuff, great deals on used games there. No question about that. Online auctions, stuff like eBay. And can you get burned there? Say yes. You have to be careful. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to be thoughtful. But can you occasionally slip upon and get a great deal? I have. I've bought stuff on eBay at a great deal, and you can do that. I've also bought stuff on eBay, and I wished I hadn't. And if you've been on eBay much, you've had that happen to you too, okay? So just be careful, study, think about it, learn a little bit about the process. It's not that bad. Classified ads, that's going to hook you up with the individuals doing things. How about consignment sales? Like, yes, experienced clothing won't kill you. Now, we don't buy consignment sale clothing anymore because we lived like no one else for a while. Now we live like no one else. But I'll tell you what, just the other day, my wife made $378 taking our old clothing down and selling it at the consignment sale. And so, you know, this is real stuff. Conventions. This is one of my favorite that people don't do often enough. If there's a cookware convention in town, a lot of times the guy working at the gal working at the sales thing, they've got all their stuff setting out, and they're not going to pack it up and ship it back across the nation somewhere. The shipping costs more than their cost of goods sold in that item. So as the convention closes down after being there for 3 or 4 days, they will virtually give you their sample stuff that's laying there to get rid of it so they don't have to ship it home. So be hanging around about the last day and go, what you going to do with that? And you'll be amazed what someone will give you or sell to you very, very inexpensively. Now, how many of you have bought something like I'm talking about? You've negotiated for it, or you know where to look for deals, or you've had patience and gotten a good deal at one time or another in your life? Please, everybody raise your hand, because I know surely you have not paid retail for everything your whole life, right? So the point is not that we have never done this. The point is, I want you to do this all the time. People who are wealthy, this is a way of life for them. They live like this all the time. They think about this all the time. Look for the win-win. Negotiate everything. Have patience. Think about where to find the deals. And you'll have more financial peace.
I'm going to show you how easy and fun it is to use some of these bargaining tips you just saw in the lesson. Let's see if I can beat him at his own game.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Great looking car here. How much you looking to spend today? Are you a student? Where do you go to school? Well, the car has 88,000 miles on it. Gets great gas mileage. Single owner, older lady, took excellent care of it. Would you like to take it for a test drive? Are you trading anything in today? What about financing? Did you want to go 48 or 60 months?
You know what? I think I would like to take it for a test drive if you don't mind.
Well, sure.
And how much was it? You never did tell me a price.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I'll let you know when you get back.
Okay.
Well, what'd you think? We have some great finance options. Why don't we go sit in the office, and we'd love to earn your business today.
How much is it?
$89.95, and that includes a 90-day warranty.
That's not good enough. But I can give you $5,000 cash right now.
Well, I'll have to check with my manager. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He said that price won't cover his costs, but he's willing to go $7,500.
That's not good enough. I think I'll try across the street.
We can go $6,500, but that's as low as we can go.
Throw in the title fees, and you got yourself a deal.
You know, I love this lesson. Go out and try some of this stuff. You guys already know how to get a few more bucks out of your parents or an extra hour on your curfew. So go have some fun with this negotiating stuff. Don't be afraid to ask for the deal. Use cash. It's got power. And don't be afraid to walk away if you don't get the deal. Learn to try that shut up. Silence is powerful. And say that phrase, that's not good enough. Listen to their offer. Use this line. Take these new negotiating skills. Take them out for a test drive. Give it a try. It's fun.